Good day, everyone. I am Badrunasa, your tutor or trainer for Etabs from Globe Tech Engineering. I'll be guiding you through the complete program for Etabs. Now, firstly, to tell you about Etabs, what Etabs is, it's an extended three-dimensional analysis of building system. So what does this basically means? This means that we analyze the three-dimension 3D image or 3D system of a building for its structural feasibility. It is very flexible software compared to the other structural software. It's not very old software, but yet it is technically updated and upgraded software. Let's see what exactly ETABS is. Now, Etabs is a product by CSI. CSI means Computer and Structure Inc. It's a company which is situated in California, which is come up with this product. The other product by this particular company are SAP 2000, CSI Bridge, Safe, Perform 3D, and C-SKOOL. Now, why do we have so many products from one particular company? The reason is ETABS is designed in such a way that it can only design buildings, and it does not incur any of the designs related to other miscellaneous topics or other type of infrastructure. So for bridges, we have CSI Bridge. SAP 2000 is for chimneys and towers, and then SAFE is for foundations. So that's how CSI has designed its software. It has got different softwares for different functionality and not included everything under one. Next, the uses of ETABS. ETABS is an engineering software. As I have told you, it helps us to design the structure, analyze and design the structure. So it based on the load that we give, based on the geometry, based on the properties of the materials that we assign, it will correlate everything and give us the best design options that are available for us to design the building. Next, a lot of people are confused, ETABS or StatPro. Both of them are good. The only thing is StatPro is a very vast software which includes every type of structure, whereas ETABS is only based on buildings. Okay. And secondly, ETABS gives us lower values for steel, so it gives us economical part of a building, whereas StatPro on the other side relates with more safe, hence less economical type of structures. And when it comes to user interface, ETABS is more user friendly than StatPro is. But keeping this in mind, we should also not forget that the software also has some drawbacks when compared to the other one. So as we are going to learn the software, I'll be updating you about what the outcomes, what the drawbacks for the software are. Now, considering any project that you take up, it has a basic workflow for a project. Now, what do you mean by basic workflow? In the sense, what needs to be done for any project that you take up, irrespective of irrespective of the software that you're going to use. First thing that you're going to do is the site study. Now, once you do the site study, you will get to know what is the water availability there, what is the type of soil over there. So once you do the site study, that is basically the dimensioning, the surveying, where there are more, depths, if there are somewhere you need to excavate, is there somewhere that you need to cut or fill. So all this thing you need to study on site study. Next, we have soil and topography testing and survey. That is basically the structure foundation mainly depends on what type of a substrata is available. So if you have really good SBC of the soil, that is soil bearing capacity, You can go ahead with more economical structure. In case you feel the SVC of the soil in your particular construction site is not that great, you need to take up some extra measures for it, which will increase the cost of the project. Now, this again is a geotechnical test that you need to do on soil by digging up bores and removing soil from the bores and testing them in the laboratory. Next, we have got is planning or floor plan. So once you are aware of your site feasibility for construction, we go ahead with planning. That is a floor plan. This basically depends on the client, their requirement, and their belief on compliance of Vastu or Pensio, or simple scientific options of how the wind flows, how the sunshine is, and what is the facing of the site. Next that we have got is using this floor plan, we develop structural design. Now here structural design means once we know how our walls, windows and doors are going to be placed, next thing is to hold on to this particular plan. We need to design the structure which includes foundation, column, beam and slab. Now once all of the structural components are designed using the help of such structural softwares like Etabs and STAT. Next thing that we go ahead is electrical and plumbing design, which is also known as MEP. So once we have all this design plans with us, we next go for the estimation and costing, which is very important because there are so many ways that you can cut down on cost, keeping these three type of design, that is planning, structural design and electrical and plumbing in mind. So once we are done with all the back end work of having the design on papers and having the vendors and costing done and estimation done, next thing is how the site construction is going to begin. First thing that we are going to do is clear the site of any trees or weeds and debris of rocks and stones. Get the site to the apt condition that is for construction. Then go ahead for excavation wherever we need to excavate for the foundation purpose. Then go ahead with filling and the construction begins. Now in construction, what all do we have to keep in mind are the structural components initially. That is, once it is excavated, we go ahead with footing. The footings hold on to the columns, that is basically the columns rest on the footing, and then we have beams which are going to be resting on the columns, and the slabs which are going to take support of the beams and rest. Next we have also got lintels. Lintels are basically constructed above the windows and door so that it holds on to the wall load which is above. Obviously the door jab or window jab cannot take up the load of the wall above it, so that's the reason we introduce lintels. Now in earthquake zones, we will come to know that lintels are constructed through the building. Now, for me to just show you an example, this is the example of a building that I have constructed using Etabs 2015. Now it is so user friendly, the software. You can see through, these are the shear walls that I've gone through. These are the slabs, these are the columns, and the horizontal ones are beams, and bottom are the foundation support. Now this is a G, and 1, 2, 3, 4 floors. That is G and 3 floors, and the other part is terrace. In case I want to go for 5 more floors, it is so user friendly. All you have to do is just go to edit, and under edit go to edit story data, and we are going to modify story. Now this model is complete, so I have logged it so that there are no changes that occurs. Before I do any changes, I will unlock it, then again go back to edit grid data, and here you can see add quick stories. All you can do is just keep adding extra stories, or you can also go to modify over here, right click and click on to add story over here. So the number of stories at a time, if you want to add like 3 stories or 4 stories at a time, what is the height of each story, and it should be above which story, so it has to be above 10 story. In case you want to add some story in the middle, you can like go for above 5th story, then there'll be a story here. and you want to replicate the load details of what I want to replicate the load details of story 7. So I can just put story 7 here, click on to OK, refresh the view and just click on to OK. So you can see the number of stories have increased. Now, these are only grid lines. I want this plan to be, copied on the rest of the floor. So what I'll do, I'll take plan, I'll take any one story, and I will just select the complete story here, and then I have a very easy option of replicating it. So I will replicate it on stories. So I will select what all stories I want to replicate it on. So I will just select the stories and apply. So once it is applied, I'll just take 3D. See, it has been copied onto the rest of the floor. Maybe I have to assign it over here as well. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be the terrace initially. So that's the reason I can just go ahead and draw beams like this. So it is very, very easy for us to make multi-story buildings and multi-story structures using Etabs. It's very flexible, very fast, very user-friendly, and the results are also economical, and it is highly and widely spread and used software in the industry of structures. Even if you have gone across any of the job requirement when it comes to structural engineering, you would have come across the skill set of ETABS. So I would highly recommend a structural enthusiast who want to take up their careers ahead in structural engineering to take up such softwares like ETABS, which will help you make your job easy. That is the structural design, yet you can also verify all your results using such softwares in case you are very much used to manual design as well. There are a lot many options available in etabs. As you take up the software, you will get introduced to the options and the design methodologies that are used in etabs. So I hope to see you ahead in the course. Till then, take care. Have a great day.